Well, good morning, folks. Did you know that August is Spinal Muscular Atrophy Awareness Month? Well, today on the show, we have Kristen Resendez and Jack Resendez here to talk a little bit about, what this is and, what it means. So thank you again for being on the show with us. I really appreciate it.
Oh, not a problem. We are so excited to be here. This is Jack, and I'm Kristen. And Jack lives with spinal muscular atrophy type 1, which is the most severe type of SMA. There's 4 different types, and the type that he is diagnosed during infancy, the first 6 months of life. Okay. So he was diagnosed in October of 2015, 7 weeks after birth, and the doctors told me that he wouldn't live past 6 months, that just to take my baby home and love him and be with him for as long as he was here. And I just I couldn't take that for an answer. So we've traveled all over finding treatments, cures, and just trying to figure out how we can best help Jack.
And tell me a little bit more about what spinal muscular atrophy is and what that does to the body a little bit.
So spinal muscular atrophy is a neurodegenerative disease. It's very similar to the more well-known ALS, except for it happens in your childhood. And what it does is it affects the spinal motor neuron cells in the spinal cord. And so Jack lacks a gene that helps our muscles grow, basically. And so sometimes we just think of like our muscles that we use when we go to the gym, but your heart's a muscle, your lungs are a muscle, your ability to smile is a muscle, you have muscles in your face. And so what SMA does is it robs children of the ability to breathe, walk, and swallow. So Jack has a little G tube where he gets 100% of his nutrition. Okay. He wears a BiPAP nasal mask for when he sleeps. Mm-hmm. So when his lungs don't have the ability to fully take in a breath. He can breathe, mm-hmm. but they're all shallow breaths. And so what the BiPAP does is it helps him relax and take deep breaths all through the night without being tired. And so it's more of like a rest period, an actual rest period for him.
And so I know you said that doctor said 6 months that he wouldn't be living past, but he looks like a beautiful growing boy.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think he's coming up on a birthday here.
Yes, he will be 2 on August 21st of this month, which makes the awareness month even more special. You want your dinosaur? Yeah, he does. He might throw it on the floor, but so he'll be 2. We have found our meantime cure, and he is in a clinical trial in Dallas that we found, and he is one of 4 kids in Texas that is involved in the trial of his age group, and he's the only boy. And so the 3 girls ahead of him are a little older, and they're all flourishing and doing amazing things. And he's a really big boy for 2, and he wears the shirt's like a 4T.
Oh wow!
Yeah, or might even be 5T. He's just so big. But when I see the other girls riding manual wheelchairs and eating again, it gives us so much hope. He's been on this drug since he was 4.5 months old, and the drug is a lumbar puncture. Okay. So it's a pretty serious thing. So like I said, he can't swallow, so I have to suction everything in his mouth.
Okay.
Sorry, Jack, I got caught up talking. But so the shot is every 4 months for the rest of his life.
Okay.
So it's, we have to go into the OR. They have to sedate him, and he gets this lumbar puncture every 4 months. So, but anyways, it's working, and so we'll do whatever we have to do to keep him going. And he's so happy. He, never had the ability to sit up like this before. These kids normally have to lay completely flat just to breathe.
Wow.
But you know, we try to give him the best normal life possible.
Yeah.
I know in some of the pictures that just showed, last year we went to Disneyland
Okay.
for the Cure SMA conference. This year we went to Disney World.
And I'm sure he loved that.
Yeah.
Every kid loves to go to Disney.
Yeah, and he just, you know, we try to give him all these experiences that are at our fingertips. He has a lot of therapy.
Okay.
He gets 3 different therapies a week: OT, PT, and speech.
Okay.
And our team here at home are just amazing people. They are really here to support him and continue to make his progress.
Definitely.
So it's really exciting. He's in a stander, and he loves to stand as long as he's watching like his favorite show.
Okay.
And so yeah, he's just doing so well, and we're just so happy and motivated. And I'm here to advocate for this disease. Every week I meet a new family in the Valley that has never heard of the drug that he's on.
Wow.
And I forgot to mention, this drug was just FDA approved
December, right?
December 23rd
Yes.
of this last year. And so there's something available for them, and nobody's grabbing it.
Okay.
And it bothers my heart, you know, that nobody just knows about it.
And is that what your goal is? I know, is there a big community here in the Rio Grande Valley?
There's, I know a couple families in the lower valley that participate a little bit, and I'm trying to help them grow a little bit more. But I think just the culture here, everybody just keeps their issues to themselves. And I like to tell everybody my issues, but that's how we get help, because there's people there that care. There's people out there that care and that love Jack and are inspired by Jack and want to help Jack.
Most definitely.
And so I want him to be known.
So tell me a little bit about what awareness events or what you do year-round to kind of raise awareness for SMA.
Well, we participate a lot locally with our local MDA, which is the Muscular Dystrophy Association. We do a muscle walk that we just finished in May. We are going to do a golf tournament next month. Throughout the year, we have another fundraiser with Harley Davidson.
Okay.
And so, you know, we make up things as we go if we need more activities, but we do a pretty good job of being active in the community and trying to bring not just SMA but the whole umbrella of muscular dystrophy together.
Definitely. And how can people get involved? Are you looking for volunteers or people to set up different organizations? So how can people get involved and kind of know more and reach out to you, or if there's a group that they can reach out to?
Yeah, I mean, our main goal right now is research. I couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, Jack and I have a lot of things that we've already received that we needed. So it's not about us. You know, Jack is just a needle in the haystack of children living with disabilities. And so we really want people to really find something that they love, whether it's SMA or cancer or anything, and just provide your time to that organization and donate to find a cure to save these kids. Because I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, I feel so blessed to think about my childhood and the things that I've gotten to do: run around, hang in a tree, and Jack is never going to get to do that. And so I just want people to be thankful and grateful, and when they see somebody with a disability or something that's unfamiliar to them, say hi and ask. Obviously, I love to talk, so it's no issue for me to talk about it, but it's nice for a little kid to come up to Jack and ask him what his name is. I mean, Jack might not be able to respond,
Right.
but he sees that. I mean, like, he's always around doctors, and he's used to seeing scrubs and white coats, but he's not used to seeing a little person.
Right.
And so his face is always like, what's that,
But
Mom?
just to
Yeah.
raise the awareness
Right.
and kind of let everybody know that it's okay to ask, it's okay to know these things, and kind of get that information.
Right.
Well, thank you so much, Kristen and Jack. I really appreciate you guys for
Yes.
coming on the show today and talking to us and sharing your story.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you. Well, when we come back, we're going to have the folks from Texas Southmost College here gearing up for the fall semester. Stay with us, folks.